AI has presented us with probably one of the best opportunities that we're ever going to see in our lifetime to start making cash. See, there's these like windows of opportunity that arise every now and then. The last one that I can think of is the dot-com boom and everybody got rich as fuck off the internet. The exact same thing is going to happen with AI. I've been saying this for months now. I've personally been using AI for the last 2 years to make anywhere from 20k a month all the way up to 42k a month. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 2 skills that you need to master in order to become what's going to be called a copywriting focused prompt engineer, because that's essentially what copywriters are going to be from now on. Now, are you going to make millions from this? Probably not, but if you want to make 5, 10, 15k a month, then this is for you. So if that sounds good, lock the fuck in, watch this video till the end, and I promise you, you will come away enlightened. Right, so the 2 skills that you're going to need to learn is these 2. AI prompt engineering and direct response marketing. Now, obviously, these aren't skills that you just learn in a week and you become an expert. It's going to take some time, but all you need is a basic understanding of both of these and a kind of general level of competence. And then what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to offer copy as your service or your deliverable. Right? Now, for the complete beginners in here, copywriting is just words that convince people to do something, like buy a product, sign up for something, click a button. And now that you have AI at your disposal, it means that you're going to be able to write all of these different types of copy. See, before we had email copywriters, VSL copywriters, ad copywriters, YouTube script writers. But if you can just simply understand direct response marketing and AI prompt engineering, it means that you're able to write all of these in at 10 times the speed that other people can do it. Like previously, like when I was first starting, I was just an email copywriter and I started before AI was around. So I had to write all the emails from scratch, come up with ideas from scratch. And sometimes it could take 30, 40 minutes to write one singular email, sometimes longer. Sales pages could sometimes take weeks. Whereas now, if you have a half decent understanding of direct response marketing and how to use AI, it means that you can come into a business and you can write their emails, you can write their sales pages, you can A/B test their headlines, you can write their VSL script, you can A/B test them against each other, you can write their ad scripts, you can write their YouTube scripts, you can write their short form scripts. You can come in to someone's business and then you become this kind of strange combination of AI operator stroke copywriter. And if you come into a business and you can take over like emails, write their sales page or VSL and maybe write like 10 ad scripts a month, then that's enough to warrant like a 5k a month retainer. Obviously depending on the business and how much they're making and how good you are. But that's the power of learning these 2 skills. It means that the scope of your work just increases. And that's where all of these kind of traditional copywriters are going to fail, because they're still just writing emails. And that's like becoming more of a commoditized service. Whereas if you can come into someone's company and you're like their AI operator, you write all of the copy in their business, and then you can also hire people to like build out their funnels and design their landing pages. You can maybe hire editors, and then that's when you start building a little team around your business. But we'll go into that later. But yeah, I seen this tweet from this guy called EP, absolute G when it comes to AI. But what he said here was copywriters will become copywriting focused prompt engineers in the next few years. It's going to happen sooner than we think. And I've been saying this for months, that copywriters who don't use AI are just going to get run over by the ones that are using AI. And it's not just because you're faster. It means that you can spend more time on what actually matters, and that is like the idea and the angles behind the marketing. That's what actually drives results. It's not necessarily just the writing part. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. And if you can get into this early, and this is still early, believe it or not, you're going to make a fuck ton of money, and it's going to be easy for you to make money. So this is what a lot of people say though. But Jay, won't business owners just be able to do it themselves with AI? The answer is yes, some people will, but you have to remember that there's still a massive majority of business owners who, number one, don't have a clue about how to use AI. They don't know prompt engineering. 2, they don't have a clue about direct response marketing. or 3, they simply just don't have the time to build out their own systems or do the work themselves. And that is where you come in. This is you. I'm an AI operator. So, but first of all, you need to learn these skills. Now, obviously, I could be doing a 9-hour video on direct response marketing, right? But I'm going to show you the kind of simple basics of what prompt engineering is. Now, if you want to click the link in the description, get onto my newsletter. I give you a bunch of these prompts away for free. Just click the link and you'll get them. But basically, this is the way that prompt engineering works. Now, these are very simple prompts. The ones that I have in my paid program are a lot more in-depth than this. Sometimes we have prompts that are like 20 pages long. We've got context profiles that are 20, sometimes 25 pages long as well. But basically what you want to do when you're writing copy for a business is you want to give it context. And that context comes from this, which would be like some sort of brief, which talks about who the target audience is, what this product is, the product details, what's the one big transformation that this offer provides, what's the audience's like pain points, what's their desires, common objections. You put all of this into one big document. Then we have our instruction, which is like the prompt. Now, you can't just write simple things like write me a marketing email. It will come out not bad, but it's not going to come out so that you don't need to edit it a shit ton. Like if I wrote an email and it was just like, write me an email for this brand, it's probably not gonna come out great. But if we give it stuff like this, like you're an expert direct response copywriter specializing in emails, your goal is maximum click-through rate, focus on pain points, solutions, desired outcomes, real life situations of the target audience. And then we also give it like essential style elements. And then when this comes out, it looks more like a copywriter's actually written it. And what you can also put in is example output. So like insert like reference emails or reference sales page, something that you like the style of, or something that's already working in that market. You can put that in as like a reference for it. So that is like prompt engineering very quickly. You don't need to be an expert in AI to be able to write good prompts. One of the most important parts is like, some people might understand this part, but if you understand this part and you don't understand direct response marketing, then the outputs are going to look good, but they're not going to work. They're not going to get sales. They're not going to get leads. And that's because 90% of success in this comes down to understanding direct response principles. Now, like I said, this could be a 9-hour video talking about direct response principles. But when we think about copywriting and marketing in general, 90% of the success comes from just knowing your customer and the market. That's where it comes from. A lot of people like to overcomplicate this, and you need to be using fancy frameworks and open loops, where 90% of copywriting is just understanding the market, the customer, and telling them about your solution in as simple a form as possible. And that's basically all it is. So you need to know your customer inside out. Like that's the foundation of all direct response marketing, is deeply understanding the desires, the fears, frustrations, and also the customer language. Like what language do they use to describe their problem? You need to know what keeps them awake at night and what they desperately want to achieve. So this isn't just demographics like, age 24 to 30 from the US in a middle income household. Like it's nothing to do with that. It's more about psychographics, emotional triggers, the exact language that they use to describe their problems, what's going on in their brain. Because if we can speak like the customer, then we've got a much higher chance of actually changing their beliefs and getting them to buy our products or whatever the call to action is. Meeting them where they are mentally. So this is about like awareness levels. So again, I could go into another hour-long lesson on this, but awareness levels is basically, there's 5 stages of awareness. And it's all about like, are they solution aware? Like, do they know that there's a solution to their problem? Are they problem aware? Do they even know that they've got a problem? Or are they product aware? Like, do they know about your product? And this kind of goes down into the funnel of like hot and cold audiences. Like the colder your audience is, the least aware they're going to be, and the hotter they are, the most aware they're going to be. So like I said, I'm skimming over this really quickly, but this is just to help you understand. And then again, just making it easy and clear. Every part of direct response copy should be very simple to understand. And we want to remove as much friction, eliminate any confusion, and just make the next steps for them as obvious and as simple as possible to complete. Now, if you can understand both of these skills at a semi-competent level, then you can go out and then you can start working with info brands. So people, maybe a coach, a fitness coach who's selling a high-ticket coaching program, anybody who's selling a course, any mentorships. These are the kind of low-hanging fruits for beginners. You can also go into e-commerce. You can help people who sell physical goods, and you can do their emails and their sales pages. It's a little bit of a higher barrier to entry, in my opinion, and that's why I would say most beginners should be going for like info brands, and that is your typical, are they selling a course, are they like doing YouTube content and driving people to a landing page for their 8-week mentorship program. These are the type of businesses that you want to start working with. And like I said at the start, when you come to them and you say to them, look, I don't just write your emails. I can come into your business and I can write you a new sales page because your sales page is shit. I can put a VSL on that and I can script it out for you and I can help you record it and tell you what to say in that exact video. If you want to start running ads, I can write the ad scripts and then I can help you hire an editor for that. I can run your email marketing. If you can understand how to do all of this, like I said at the start, your scope of work becomes higher, therefore you can start charging more money. And all the people who are saying like, oh, if AI can do it, then the business owner would just do it themselves. That's just a fallacy. Like, it's not true, because there's a lot of business owners who just don't understand how to use AI, or they don't understand marketing, like direct response principles. And that is where you come in. And that is what I've done for the last 4 years, more specifically with AI for the last 2 years. And like I said, I've been making 20, 30 and 40K a month doing this. I've not had a big team. At most, when I had like 17 clients for the e-commerce email marketing agency, I had 17 members. But right now I have 3, 4 contractors that work part-time, and it's mainly just me writing all the copy. And right now I'm at a point now where I work with both info and e-com clients. But like I said, you're probably better just going for like info clients at the start. So that is basically it in a nutshell. All you need to do is learn these 2 skills, and I promise you, you're setting yourself up for success. Now, like I said, are you going to make millions? Is it going to be easy? Probably not. There's going to be a steep learning curve, but this is your best chance at making money online in 2025, in my opinion, because if you want to start dropshipping right now, you're going to need a shit ton of capital to invest. You need to know all of this part anyway. So that's the thing. This is like the core skills in any of these other online businesses. You're going to learn them all and offer your services. You don't need any capital to start. You just need a fucking semi-decent IQ and a good work ethic. And in the next 3 to 6 months, you could easily be earning 5 to 10 to 15K a month with this, just with a handful of clients as well. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you've learned a shit ton. If you want to know more about this, watch the video below this. I'm going to tag it, I'll say watch this next. Also, click the link in the description and get on the newsletter. I talk about all of this stuff daily, give you away a bunch of AI prompts that you can use to start outreaching clients right away. So that is it, and I will see you guys in the next one.